Good evening, everyone. Imagine this: you're excited about something new in your life, an opportunity, a dream, a relationship. You share it enthusiastically with your friends, family, or social media. But as time passes, instead of progress, you face setbacks. Suddenly, the people who cheered you on are asking, what happened? Today, I want to talk about the power of keeping your personal journey private. There's wisdom in protecting your energy, safeguarding your plans, and choosing when and with whom to share the chapters of your life. Privacy is a precious asset, one that is often undervalued in today's hyper-connected world. The act of safeguarding one's personal life details about dreams, struggles, or everyday happenings is not about secrecy, but about self-respect and self-preservation. When you share too much, even with people you trust, you unintentionally invite opinions, judgments, and energies that may not align with your intentions. Protecting your privacy is an act of self-care, ensuring that your inner peace and progress are not compromised by the external noise of the world. When you share intimate details of your life, you expose yourself to the subjective interpretations of others. Everyone has their perspective shaped by their own experiences, biases, and limitations. Sharing your personal thoughts and plans might unintentionally lead others to project their fears or doubts onto you. This is not to say that their intentions are harmful. In many cases, they may even be well-meaning. However, their perspective may cloud your clarity, making you question your own path and choices. Privacy allows you to keep the purity of your intentions intact, free from the distortion of external influences. Sharing too much about your struggles or challenges can also make you vulnerable to exploitation. Unfortunately, not everyone you meet will have your best interests at heart. Some people may use the knowledge of your difficulties to manipulate or undermine you. This could occur in personal relationships, professional settings, or even in casual interactions. By maintaining privacy, you shield yourself from potential harm and create a boundary that prevents others from taking advantage of your vulnerabilities. Beyond protection from external factors, privacy is deeply tied to your internal well-being. Keeping your personal life private provides a sense of security and peace of mind. It allows you to process your thoughts, feelings, and experiences without the pressure of external judgment. This space for introspection is vital for emotional health, as it gives you the freedom to navigate your own emotions and make decisions that truly align with your values and aspirations. Privacy also nurtures authenticity. When you are not preoccupied with explaining or defending your choices to others, you are free to live authentically and true to yourself. This authenticity is essential for personal growth, as it allows you to make decisions based on your own values and desires rather than the expectations or opinions of others. Protecting your privacy ensures that your journey remains uniquely yours, untainted by the influence of outside perspectives. It's important to recognize that protecting your privacy does not mean isolating yourself from meaningful connections. Rather, it involves being intentional about what you share and with whom. Trusted individuals, such as close friends or family members, can offer support and understanding when needed. However, even in these relationships, setting boundaries is crucial. Not every detail of your life needs to be shared, even with those closest to you. Selective sharing fosters deeper, more meaningful connections while maintaining the integrity of your personal space. In an era where oversharing is often encouraged, particularly on social media, protecting your privacy is a radical act of self-respect. It is a commitment to prioritizing your well-being over the fleeting gratification of external validation. By choosing what to share and what to keep private, you reclaim control over your life and safeguard the energy needed to pursue your goals. Privacy is not about hiding, it is about protecting what is sacred to you and ensuring that your life unfolds in a way that aligns with your deepest values. Energy is a finite resource, one that powers every aspect of our lives, our ambitions, relationships, creativity, and well-being. Yet so often we expend this energy in ways that leave us depleted, unfocused, and unfulfilled. One of the most common yet overlooked ways this happens is through excessive sharing of personal details about our lives. While sharing can feel like a release or a way to connect with others, it can also become a subtle but significant drain on our mental, emotional, and even physical energy. When you share details about your life, whether it's about your plans, challenges, or daily experiences, you're engaging in an exchange of energy. Every conversation requires effort to articulate your thoughts and emotions, as well as to respond to the feedback or reactions you receive. This exchange may seem small in the moment, but over time it adds up, leaving you feeling drained and scattered. The more frequently and openly you share, the more energy you allocate to managing the perceptions, opinions, and expectations of others, often at the expense of your own focus and priorities. There's a psychological aspect to this dynamic that's worth understanding. When you talk about your aspirations or challenges, you're not just recounting facts, you're also reliving the emotions tied to those experiences. This can be cathartic in moderation, but when done excessively, it forces your mind to revisit the same emotional terrain repeatedly, amplifying the impact of stress, doubt, or even excitement in ways that can be exhausting. This repetitive emotional processing takes a toll, particularly when the people you share with respond in ways that are unsupportive, critical, or indifferent. The act of sharing also creates a subtle form of external dependency. When you constantly explain what's happening in your life, you may begin to seek validation, approval, or acknowledgement from others. This dependency can become a source of stress as you find yourself unconsciously altering your actions or decisions to align with the expectations of those around you. The pressure to maintain appearances or fulfill expectations can weigh heavily on your energy reserves, leaving you with less capacity to focus on what truly matters to you. It's also important to recognize that sharing is not just a one-time act. It often creates a ripple effect of follow-up conversations, explanations, and updates. Once you've opened the door to sharing, people may feel entitled to ask about your progress, offer ongoing advice, or bring up your challenges in ways that keep you tied to the same narrative. This ongoing cycle can prevent you from moving forward with clarity and focus as you're constantly revisiting and rehashing the same topics. When you conserve your energy by sharing selectively, you free yourself from these unnecessary drains. The energy you save can be redirected toward activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. It allows you to stay centered and grounded, focusing on what truly matters without the distraction of external input or expectations. By being intentional about what you share and with whom, you create a protective boundary that preserves your energy for the things that truly move you forward. In doing so, you empower yourself to live with greater purpose, clarity, and resilience, ensuring that your energy fuels your progress rather than being dissipated through endless conversations and explanations. When we openly share details about our lives, our plans, dreams, or even personal struggles, we often do so with the hope of building connections, seeking advice, or simply expressing ourselves. While sharing can indeed foster understanding and empathy, it also comes with an often overlooked risk: the creation of undue expectations. Once we allow others into the intimate spaces of our thoughts and intentions, we invite not only their opinions, but also their expectations, which can subtly or overtly influence our actions, decisions, and sense of self-worth. Expectations arise naturally when you share information about your life with others. For example, if you tell someone about a new project or goal, they may begin to anticipate updates or milestones consciously or unconsciously. These expectations, while seemingly harmless, can impose pressure that shifts your focus from pursuing your goals authentically to meeting the imagined or explicit benchmarks others now associate with you. This pressure can feel especially heavy when the people holding those expectations are significant in your life, such as family, friends, or colleagues. The weight of these expectations is often compounded by the diversity of opinions and perspectives others bring to your shared information. People's expectations are shaped by their own values, experiences, and assumptions which may not align with your vision or priorities. When you share openly, you risk being judged against standards that do not reflect your own. For instance, someone might expect rapid progress on a goal you've shared, not understanding the complexities or challenges you face. This misalignment can lead to feelings of inadequacy or frustration as you grapple with the tension between your reality and their perceptions. Undue expectations also have the power to shift your focus from intrinsic motivation to extrinsic validation. When others expect certain outcomes based on what you shared, it can be tempting to prioritize fulfilling those expectations over pursuing what truly matters to you. This dynamic can subtly steer you away from your authentic path as you become more concerned with how others perceive your progress than with the substance of your journey. Over time, this can erode your sense of self-direction and lead to decisions that feel hollow or disconnected from your core values. The impact of undue expectations is not limited to personal relationships. It can extend to professional or social contexts as well. Sharing your aspirations or plans in a workplace setting, for instance, might lead colleagues or supervisors to form expectations about your performance or trajectory. While some level of accountability can be beneficial, excessive or misplaced expectations can create unnecessary stress and hinder your ability to work effectively. Similarly, in social settings, oversharing can lead to comparisons or competitiveness that detract from genuine connections and mutual support. The emotional toll of undue expectations is further amplified by the risk of disappointment, not just for you, but for those around you. When others form expectations based on what you've shared, they may feel let down if your journey unfolds differently from what they anticipated. While their disappointment is not your responsibility, it can still affect your relationships and add an extra layer of complexity to your interactions. This dynamic can create a cycle of guilt or hesitation as you worry about how your choices will be received by others. To navigate the challenge of undue expectations, it is crucial to recognize that you are not obligated to share every detail of your life with others. Selective sharing is not about secrecy, but about preserving your autonomy and protecting your energy. By being intentional about what you disclose and to whom, you can mitigate the risks of unrealistic or misaligned expectations. This approach allows you to focus on your journey without the added weight of external pressures, ensuring that your decisions are guided by your own values and aspirations rather than by the assumptions or desires of others. Silence is often underestimated in a world that celebrates noise, opinions, and constant communication. Yet silence possesses a profound power that nurtures personal growth, mental clarity, and emotional strength. It is not merely the absence of sound, but a deliberate state of being that allows for reflection, focus, and authenticity. Choosing silence in certain aspects of life, particularly regarding our plans, ambitions, and struggles, can be transformative. It creates a space where we can grow without interference, act without distraction, and protect what is most valuable to us. When we embrace silence, we give ourselves the freedom to process thoughts and emotions without external influence. Sharing plans and challenges with others often invites a myriad of opinions, advice, and judgments, which can cloud our own clarity. Silence allows us to tune into our intuition, fostering a deeper understanding of what we truly want and how we wish to achieve it. In this quiet space, we can separate the noise of the world from our inner voice, enabling us to make decisions that are aligned with our authentic selves. Keeping silent about our goals and dreams also preserves their energy. When we speak about our ambitions too openly, we risk diluting the excitement and motivation that drives us to achieve them. This phenomenon occurs because discussing plans often creates a premature sense of accomplishment, tricking the brain into feeling as though progress has already been made. By keeping our goals private, we maintain the inner drive to act, channeling our energy into tangible efforts rather than conversations. This focused energy becomes a powerful force that propels us toward success. Silence also shields our goals from unnecessary scrutiny and doubt. Not everyone will understand or support our visions, and sharing them prematurely can invite criticism or skepticism that plants seeds of doubt. Even well-intentioned advice can unintentionally derail our confidence or shift our focus in unproductive directions. By choosing silence, we protect our ambitions from external negativity, allowing them to grow in a safe and nurturing environment until they are ready to be shared through the results of our efforts. In relationships, silence can serve as a boundary that preserves emotional well-being. Sharing every detail of our lives can create expectations or dependencies that weigh heavily on our mental and emotional energy. When we are selective about what we share, we retain a sense of autonomy and control over our narrative. This boundary protects us from becoming entangled in the opinions or emotional responses of others, allowing us to navigate our experiences with clarity and focus. Silence also cultivates resilience. When we face challenges, the temptation to seek immediate comfort through sharing can sometimes hinder our ability to process and overcome difficulties independently. By sitting with our struggles in silence, we develop the inner strength to navigate adversity without relying on external validation or reassurance. This practice builds emotional fortitude, empowering us to face future challenges with greater confidence and self-reliance. There is an undeniable allure to mystery, a quiet strength that works in the background to protect your goals and ambitions while keeping your focus sharp. The element of mystery, when applied to your personal and professional life, has the unique ability to fuel momentum. By not revealing every detail of your plans or progress, you create an environment where energy is conserved, distractions are minimized, and your actions remain the primary driver of success. This deliberate restraint is not about secrecy for its own sake, but about maintaining the integrity of your journey, ensuring that your efforts remain undiluted and purposeful. When you choose to keep your intentions and progress private, you allow your ideas to develop in an incubated space free from external judgment. The early stages of any plan are often the most delicate, requiring careful thought, trial and error, and unwavering commitment. Sharing your plans too soon can expose them to criticism, doubt, or unsolicited advice that may not align with your vision. Even well-meaning input from others can disrupt your focus, causing you to second-guess your approach or divert your energy into addressing concerns that may not even be relevant to your journey. By keeping your ambitions mysterious, you create a protective shield that allows your ideas to grow strong and resilient before they are shared with the world. Mystery also preserves your motivation by keeping the focus on action rather than discussion. When you speak too openly about your goals, you run the risk of experiencing a false sense of accomplishment. This phenomenon occurs because the act of sharing often triggers praise, acknowledgement, or validation from others, which can make you feel as though you've already made progress. While such encouragement can feel gratifying in the moment, it can also diminish the urgency to take concrete steps toward your objectives. By remaining silent about your plans, you maintain the drive and determination to achieve them, channeling your energy into tangible actions that move you closer to success. The element of surprise is another powerful benefit of maintaining mystery. When you choose not to share every detail of your journey, you retain the ability to reveal your achievements in a way that commands attention and respect. The impact of your success is often greater when it is unexpected, as it shifts the focus entirely to the results of your efforts rather than the process leading up to them. This approach not only amplifies the significance of your accomplishments, but also reinforces your reputation as someone who delivers meaningful outcomes without unnecessary fanfare. Mystery also protects you from the emotional toll of comparison. In a world where sharing is often equated with transparency, it can be easy to fall into the trap of comparing your progress to that of others. This comparison can be discouraging, especially when you feel as though you are not measuring up to the standards set by those around you. By keeping your journey private, you create a space where you can focus solely on your own progress, free from the influence of external benchmarks. This inward focus helps you stay grounded and motivated as you measure your success against your own goals rather than the achievements of others. At its core, mystery fuels momentum by allowing you to focus entirely on what matters, the work itself. It strips away the noise of external validation, expectations, and comparisons, leaving you with a clear path to pursue your goals. This focused energy becomes a powerful force, propelling you forward with clarity and determination. In choosing to keep certain aspects of your life private, you protect the sanctity of your journey, ensuring that your efforts remain authentic and undistracted. Through mystery, you cultivate an environment where your ambitions can thrive, where your progress is driven by action rather than words, and where your success speaks louder than any explanation ever could. Negative influence is a force that can seep into your thoughts, decisions, and behaviors, often without you realizing its full impact. It comes in many forms: unconstructive criticism, pessimism, toxic relationships, or even the subtle doubts planted by well-meaning individuals. Learning to avoid negative influence is essential for protecting your mental and emotional well-being, maintaining focus on your goals, and cultivating a life that aligns with your values and aspirations. The key lies in developing self-awareness, setting boundaries, and fostering environments that uplift and inspire rather than hinder and discourage. The first step in avoiding negative influence is recognizing its presence. Often, negative influence doesn't announce itself overtly. Instead, it hides in subtle comments, passive-aggressive behavior, or the unspoken expectations of others. It might come from colleagues who dismiss your ideas, friends who downplay your achievements, or even family members who project their fears onto your ambitions. Identifying these patterns requires self-awareness and a commitment to examining how certain interactions or relationships make you feel. If a conversation leaves you feeling drained, doubting yourself, or less motivated, it's worth considering whether negative influence is at play. Once you've identified sources of negativity, setting boundaries becomes crucial. Boundaries are not about cutting people off or avoiding difficult conversations altogether, but about protecting your energy and mental clarity. This might mean limiting the amount of time you spend with individuals who are consistently critical, or learning to disengage from conversations that seem designed to undermine your confidence. It can also involve asserting yourself when necessary, such as saying, "I appreciate your perspective, but this is a decision I need to make on my terms. These boundaries serve as a buffer, allowing you to maintain focus and positivity without being swayed by negativity." Your environment also plays a significant role in shielding you from negative influence. Surrounding yourself with positivity, whether through uplifting relationships, inspiring content, or supportive communities, creates a buffer against negativity. Engaging with people who share your values and aspirations can provide encouragement and motivation, reinforcing your belief in your goals. Similarly, consuming content that aligns with your vision, such as books, podcasts, or videos that inspire and educate, helps counterbalance the impact of negative influences. A critical aspect of avoiding negative influence is learning to silence your inner critic. Sometimes the most damaging negativity comes not from others, but from within. The doubts, fears, and self-judgments that arise in your mind can be just as impactful as external criticism. Practicing self-compassion and reframing negative self-talk are powerful tools for combating this internal negativity. When you catch yourself dwelling on a perceived failure or limitation, challenge those thoughts by reminding yourself of your progress, strengths, and the lessons you've learned. Over time, this practice helps cultivate a more resilient and optimistic mindset. It's also worth noting that not all negativity is inherently harmful. Constructive criticism, for instance, can be a valuable tool for growth when delivered with genuine intent to help. The challenge lies in distinguishing between constructive input that helps you improve and destructive negativity that undermines your confidence or derails your efforts. This discernment requires both self-awareness and a willingness to seek clarity. When faced with criticism, ask yourself whether the feedback is actionable and whether the person offering it has your best interests at heart. If the answer is no, it's okay to let go of that input and move forward. The social validation trap is a psychological and societal phenomenon where individuals seek external approval to validate their worth, decisions, or achievements. In an increasingly interconnected world dominated by social media and constant communication, this trap has become more prevalent than ever. While the desire for recognition and belonging is a natural human trait, over-reliance on external validation can lead to a loss of authenticity, diminished self-esteem, and an inability to make independent choices. Understanding the social validation trap and learning to navigate it is essential for cultivating a healthy sense of self and living a life driven by intrinsic values rather than external approval. The trap also fosters a culture of comparison. Social validation thrives on the assumption that recognition is a limited resource, leading individuals to measure their worth against others. Social media platforms, in particular, exacerbate this issue by presenting a curated highlight reel of others' lives, often devoid of struggles or imperfections. This comparison can create feelings of inadequacy even when one is making meaningful progress in their own life. The constant pursuit of validation becomes a race with no finish line, as there is always someone achieving more, appearing happier, or receiving greater recognition. The emotional toll of the social validation trap is significant. Constantly seeking external approval can lead to anxiety, as individuals worry about how their actions or decisions will be perceived. It can also result in feelings of loneliness or isolation, as relationships built on the need for validation lack the depth and authenticity necessary for meaningful connection. Moreover, the fleeting nature of social validation means that any satisfaction gained from it is short-lived, leaving individuals in a perpetual cycle of seeking more. Breaking free from the social validation trap requires a shift in mindset and behavior. It begins with developing self-awareness and recognizing when the desire for approval is driving decisions or actions. This awareness allows individuals to pause and reflect on whether their choices align with their personal values and goals. Cultivating self-validation is equally important, as it involves learning to derive a sense of worth and accomplishment from within rather than relying on external feedback. This can be achieved through practices such as journaling, mindfulness, or setting and celebrating personal goals. Building resilience against the social validation trap also involves redefining success and self-worth. Instead of measuring value by external achievements or recognition, individuals can focus on their intrinsic qualities such as kindness, perseverance, or creativity. This shift allows for a deeper and more sustainable sense of fulfillment, as it is not contingent on external factors. Embracing imperfection and being open about one's struggles can also foster authenticity and genuine connections, reducing the need to present a flawless image for validation. Preserving emotional health is a cornerstone of overall well-being, as it impacts how individuals perceive and interact with the world. Emotional health refers to the ability to manage emotions effectively, maintain a positive outlook, and cope with stress in a balanced way. In a world filled with challenges, uncertainties, and the pressures of daily life, safeguarding emotional health becomes a crucial task. Achieving this requires intentional efforts to foster resilience, build self-awareness, and cultivate supportive environments that promote inner peace and stability. A significant part of emotional health preservation is developing self-awareness. Understanding one's emotions and triggers is the first step in managing them effectively. Self-awareness allows individuals to recognize when they are feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or upset, and to identify the underlying causes of these emotions. This understanding creates an opportunity to address the root of the issue rather than merely reacting to the symptoms. Practices like mindfulness, journaling, and reflective thinking can help deepen self-awareness, enabling people to respond to challenges in thoughtful and constructive ways. Building emotional resilience is another critical aspect of emotional health. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adapt to adversity. Life inevitably involves disappointments and difficulties, but resilience allows individuals to navigate these experiences without being consumed by them. Strategies for building resilience include cultivating a growth mindset where challenges are seen as opportunities for learning and growth, and developing problem-solving skills that empower individuals to take proactive steps in overcoming obstacles. Additionally, practicing gratitude can shift focus from what is lacking to what is abundant, fostering a sense of positivity even in challenging times. Managing stress is also essential for preserving emotional health. Chronic stress can take a toll on both mental and physical well-being, leading to burnout, anxiety, and other health issues. Learning to recognize the signs of stress and implementing coping mechanisms is key to mitigating its effects. Techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and regular physical activity can help regulate the body's stress response, promoting relaxation and emotional balance. Setting realistic expectations and learning to prioritize tasks can also reduce the pressure that often accompanies a busy lifestyle, creating more room for peace of mind. Establishing and maintaining healthy relationships plays a vital role in emotional well-being. Positive social connections provide support, understanding, and a sense of belonging, all of which are crucial for emotional health. Nurturing these relationships involves effective communication, empathy, and mutual respect. At the same time, it is important to recognize and address toxic relationships that drain emotional energy or undermine self-esteem. Setting boundaries and surrounding oneself with individuals who uplift and encourage can significantly enhance emotional resilience and satisfaction. Cultivating a sense of purpose and meaning in life is another pillar of emotional health. Purpose provides a sense of direction and motivation, anchoring individuals during times of uncertainty or struggle. This sense of meaning can come from various sources, such as pursuing personal goals, contributing to a cause, or building strong connections with loved ones. Aligning actions with personal values enhances emotional fulfillment, creating a deeper sense of contentment and resilience in the face of challenges. Equally important is the ability to maintain a balanced perspective. Life is full of highs and lows, and being able to navigate both with grace and equanimity is key to emotional health. Developing the capacity to accept what cannot be changed and focusing on what can be controlled fosters a sense of empowerment. This balance also involves avoiding extremes, whether it's overworking, neglecting personal needs, or becoming overly reliant on others for emotional stability. Striking a balance in all aspects of life helps create a sense of harmony and stability. Preserving emotional health is an ongoing process that requires dedication and intentional effort. By developing self-awareness, fostering resilience, managing stress, nurturing positive relationships, practicing self-care, and seeking meaning, individuals can create a solid foundation for emotional well-being. Each step contributes to a life that is balanced, fulfilling, and aligned with personal values, enabling individuals to face life's challenges with strength and confidence. Focusing on action rather than words is a principle that emphasizes the importance of doing over merely talking about doing. It is easy to get caught up in conversations about plans, dreams, and intentions, but without tangible steps toward those goals, words remain hollow. Actions, on the other hand, create momentum, demonstrate commitment, and lead to real results. This approach fosters credibility, builds confidence, and drives meaningful progress, making it a cornerstone of personal and professional success. Actions also speak louder than words when it comes to earning trust and respect. People are more likely to believe in someone who consistently delivers results than someone who merely talks about their intentions. In professional settings, for instance, colleagues and leaders value individuals who follow through on commitments and demonstrate reliability through their actions. Similarly, in personal relationships, actions such as showing up, being present, and keeping promises strengthen bonds and foster trust. Words may convey intention, but actions prove integrity and dedication. Focusing on action also helps avoid the trap of overanalysis and procrastination. It is common to feel paralyzed by the need to plan every detail or anticipate every potential challenge. While planning is important, excessive deliberation can delay progress indefinitely. Taking action, even when the path ahead is unclear, can break the cycle of inaction. Action creates a feedback loop where each step provides information and insight that can inform the next move. This iterative process encourages adaptability and problem solving, ensuring that progress continues even in the face of uncertainty. Focusing on action also allows for personal growth. Each step forward, regardless of the outcome, offers valuable lessons and experiences. Success teaches individuals about what works, while setbacks provide insight into what doesn't. This continuous cycle of learning and improvement is only possible through action. Words, while important for communication and inspiration, cannot replicate the depth of understanding gained from hands-on experience. By prioritizing action, individuals embrace a mindset of growth, where every effort contributes to their development and eventual success. Choosing the right people to surround yourself with is one of the most crucial decisions you make in life. The individuals you spend the most time with have a significant impact on your mindset, behavior, and overall trajectory. They influence your thoughts, shape your beliefs, and play a substantial role in determining your success and happiness. Whether in personal relationships, friendships, or professional networks, carefully selecting the right people ensures that your environment supports your growth, aspirations, and well-being. The right people challenge and inspire you to be your best self. They encourage you to pursue your goals, push you to overcome obstacles, and remind you of your potential when doubts arise. These individuals have a growth-oriented mindset and share a belief in continuous improvement. They are not intimidated by your ambitions, but rather excited to see you succeed. By being in the presence of such people, you naturally adopt a similar outlook, becoming more motivated and confident in your own abilities. Their influence helps you rise to challenges, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Emotional support is another key characteristic of the right people. They provide a safe space where you can express your thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment. Whether you are celebrating a milestone, venting frustrations, or seeking advice, these individuals listen with empathy and understanding. They don't diminish your experiences or try to impose their own agenda. Instead, they validate your emotions while offering perspective and encouragement. This type of support is essential for maintaining emotional balance and resilience, especially in challenging times. The right people also hold you accountable, ensuring that you stay true to your commitments and values. They are not afraid to call out inconsistencies or behaviors that might undermine your goals. This accountability is not about criticism, but about genuine care and concern for your success and well-being. They believe in your potential and want to see you live up to it. This dynamic helps you remain focused and disciplined, especially when distractions or setbacks threaten to derail your progress. It is equally important to avoid toxic relationships that drain your energy and hinder your progress. Toxic individuals often exhibit behaviors such as manipulation, negativity, or inconsistency, which can have a detrimental impact on your mental and emotional health. Recognizing these patterns early and distancing yourself from such influences is crucial for maintaining a healthy and supportive environment. While it may be challenging to let go of certain relationships, doing so creates space for more positive and constructive connections to enter your life. The right people also encourage collaboration and mutual growth. They understand the value of working together, sharing ideas, and supporting one another's endeavors. This collaborative spirit fosters an environment where both parties benefit, learning from each other's strengths and experiences. In professional settings, this might mean sharing opportunities, offering mentorship, or celebrating collective achievements. In personal relationships, it might involve building a partnership based on shared goals, trust, and mutual respect. This spirit of collaboration creates a sense of community and belonging, enriching your life on multiple levels.